Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a scenario about in the future. We're now on episode 3 of the series, and in the last episode we saw the peach of World War III. So let's look at Max area. Russia is gone. Ukraine killed it. Yeah. Ukraine kind of defeated them in the war. I'm not going to lie. And another one is Algeria, which was killed by Northern African Empire after they lost the giant War of the Greats. War of the Greats was a huge war, but the first biggest country is Canada in the US, and the Russian Empire, Siberia, Brazil, Australia, Afghanistan, then Northern African Empire, which is Egypt, basically. So let's go over here, so all of these guys are different. Taiwan, China, Taiwan and China are all very different. Manchuria, also pretty different. Also, I forgot to say, South Korea annexed North Korea, forming Korea. Boom. So, China collapsed in a very unfortunate way, but Qing has an idea to invade them because they want to kind of invade a bunch, because they want to reform the Qing dynasty. So they will be doing that. Qing will be attacking China, declaring war on it, probably the first war after the giant War of the Greats ended. So Qing will be moving into Chinese territory, quickly taking some land away from China, as China is very weak. Mongolia will take advantage of this and attack China, and they will be moving in to some northern Chinese territory. That's when Manchuria joins in and attacks China, and they are also gonna move into Chinese land. They will be in the capital of China, and that is when Taiwan.
One new notification from Amazon Shopping. Vanity light fixtures has arrived.
So they will be invading into Chinese territory. And yeah. Now China is being killed by everybody. And China doesn't like it, of course. Mongols will cut off. They change from expanding anymore. The rest will go, and the rest will be falling to Manchuria. So this will be the land gains of all of them. So China, a major nation, has just unfortunately collapsed. And everybody loves it. I don't know why, but a lot of people. One nation off of the map is the Russian Empire. It's huge. And France and Britain have a little bit of a plan. And they will be forming another alliance. This will be known as the Greater Expansion Alliance. This is an alliance that wants to expand into Africa. They want to rule the world. And many nations will be accepting that and joining the alliance, especially the Russian Empire, Qing, Taiwan, and India, and last but not least, the Northern African Empire. They all want to expand their alliance. They all want to expand into African territory. They want to colonize the world. First one to show that is India, who will be attacking a nation. Which nation, you may be asking? They will be attacking Bangladesh, and they will be.
Sometimes he is very pro-Ukraine, other times he's humiliating the Ukrainian president, sometimes he's sending weapons, sometimes he's cutting off intelligence.
They sweep Bangladesh quickly. They sweep it.
She was very nervous about what was happening in the last couple of years.
So India is now the leading nation. And oh my, who is this? Oh, Raj is back. And now they will be attacking their last nation, who they claim is part of the Raj. Myanmar is being attacked. India is moving from the north to attack attacking into Myanmar, defeating Myanmar, annexing the nation for Indian land for integrity. So yes, the world is expanding. There's only 190 nations. I know it sure doesn't look like it, but there is more than 100. And guess who else will join the alliance? South Africa, Brazil, Argentina, Germany, Poland, Italy, Spain, Portugal, and Turkey, and Saudi Arabia. So the alliance is very big. It has all of these members. And I forgot. The communist is allied with the democracy now. Russian Empire and the Soviet Union are working together. Now their main target is none other but Afghanistan is a dictatorship that wants to rule the world. And they want to attack everybody. So let it be. The war of the greats will begin. These guys will be declaring war on Afghanistan. And pretty much every continent except Australia is against one nation, Afghanistan. Iran is the first one to be shown. They are not messing around. They will be invading into Pakistani territory, but it will be hard, but they will be able to get some more land. And they gain some more gun in their military, and they not much of the population actually liked their dictatorship anymore. So it's easy to invade, and now it's pretty much Kazakhstan. And Xinjiang is now invading. And Xinjiang is now. It's not war. It's expansion. capital is nearing. The Soviet Union is killing.
With Grenade reporting there overnight in
Eventually, soon will fall to the great power. But we need to divide them up. So we are going to start off with the Russian Empire. We'll be going to aggression number 1.
The presentation of the summit that the whole world in some respect is waiting on. I want to bring in political science professor at Stanford University who studies these issues. Much has been said, but I'll hand you the floor about what you want to focus on right now.
Sure, I think picking up some of what Richard was saying, and he's on the ground there in Kharkiv, which of course is being shelled pretty regularly. I would say that though we've seen in recent polls out of Ukraine that about 70%.
So they will be taking this land away from the USSR.
The war. That doesn't mean they necessarily want peace on any terms, and they certainly don't want peace on Putin's terms, which he's very clearly articulated a number of times and has indicated that he has no reason and no desire to back off of those, which is essentially the 4 regions of Russia that he had written into the Russian Constitution in September of 2022. And I think, as has been mentioned previously, the problem with that is that they actually don't occupy all 4 of those regions and Crimea. They occupy parts of one of them, or one of them almost completely, parts of the other 3, and of course all of Crimea. So the problem on the Ukrainian side is that they see those regions as part of Ukraine, so they won't give up a lot of land for peace, and even if in a few moments this is declared.
So this is pretty much the peace treaty, and the sand is gone in a peaceful way. But in a way. So yeah, that is that. But the change-ons just are not allowed. Ooh, the change-ons are not allowed anymore. The chains! Oh my, I did not expect that to happen. Okay, the chains went to and change-on is kind of weak. I think they are super weak compared to the giant chains. The chains are now expanded into land that was originally never theirs. Taiwan. Part of the alliance because they don't really want that. Because they want to reform the Qing dynasty. Mongolia is also not part of the alliance, so why not just attack them? Because they completely
any further incursion into Ukraine from Russia.
But Mongolia is pretty weak. It was just China that was super weak. So yeah, Mongolia is gone.
Going further. This is, after all,
so yeah, the Qing dynasty is back. The Qing dynasty wants to expand. So just put on it's huge. Let's look at right there. Oh my god. Mars is almost bigger than Siberia, just not yet. The Qings are pretty big.
I don't think that's something that's going to go through
Soviet
the
Union
Ukraine
is
Parliament.
pretty big. The Russian Empire is huge. And barely ahead of the US, but that is where the US expands. The US will be going after their First Nation in Africa. The US will be attacking Senegal.
To be absolutely irrelevant because no Ukrainian president, whether it's Zelensky or almost anyone else who's elected in Ukraine legitimately, could possibly accept the terms that Putin wants.
We'll be making a landing.
We'll see, but I don't it's, right, this could be the beginning of something, or it just really could be the beginning of a lot of activity.
Annexing it. Pretty easy to annex.
Professor, stay with me. I want to bring it to you.
So then they will annex the Gambia. They fought a war and won. So the U.S. is expanding their...
The other part we haven't discussed at length is the Donald Trump of it all on the home front.
To Africa. Then that's when the Northern African Empire expands into Africa. Some nations will be joining the giant empire. Yes, Western Sahara. So the Northern African Empire is basically a union now, an expansionist union. But now they're attacking 4 nations, one giant war.
And that's a very different summer than what was expected, or even I would argue than
They will be steamrolling Chad, steamrolling Nigeria, steamrolling Mali, steamrolling Mauritania. Easy.
And I'm curious what that and the reporting
Okay.
Donald Trump wants.
That is what happened.
Wants a peace prize and all the rest, how that fits in.
Well, clearly he wants to change the subject, and he's throwing the kitchen sink at it. He's moving troops into Washington. He's agreed to this meeting, even though there's no concrete reason to agree to the meeting, and he is.
So the Northern African Empire is huge, almost bigger than the Russian Empire. The Russian Empire is huge.
And I'm sure that what we're about to see here is the president get on the stage.
The Northern African Empire is expanding some more. Brazil will now be expanding into their continent. But before they announce that they're doing it, boom. So they will be starting off by attacking Uruguay.
They're as much worried about what Trump says on the stage as they are what they don't hear. What happened in the room privately. But Trump said, I can help nudge Ukraine in that direction.
They will be launching an invasion against Uruguay, quickly demolishing them and just annexing it fully.
Be on the front page and push
So
and the other
there goes Paraguay.
further.
That is the division of that. But now Brazil looks nasty for them.
His job here, because we're getting very close. We have the guidance now that we're inside 2 minutes. News viewers know sometimes that stretches out. Eagle-eyed news viewers may have seen several of the principals now entering the room. The Defense Secretary, Secretary of State, the White House Press Secretary. There.
This is going to be a big war.
Two rows. And so David, remind us how we got here, and my apologies if I did
Huge,
take the
but
press conference
they get
a
steamrolled
moment
by
here,
Brazil.
but how do we get here to this version of a bilateral meeting for people who may have tuned in?
There goes Brazil's expansion of the day, I guess. And then let's go to the Congo. Oh my, this is a pretty long video. But yeah, it's supposed to be long because I stole. Yes, I feel my face on the last one. So, a giant union in Africa will be formed, and South Africa will be going on an expansion quest, declaring war on pretty much all the nations. Attacking, boom, 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 and last but not least, boom. So they are in war with 4 different nations. 6 different nations. Are they gonna win? We'll see. War. Oh, I'm gonna look at the war map, honestly. It's gonna be... I'm gonna see if they're all counted in the same war. Yes, they are all counted in the same war. So this is the only war going on, but realistically that is the same time that all of the others are expanding. So anyways, they will be launching an invasion on Lesotho.
And I think that's
Eswatini,
kind words that we can say to
Mozambique,
each other. When said
which
that
they
the
will
truth
be
is there, though there are two
invading the
islands
south of,
between the Russian island
moving
and
a
the
bit
US island. There are
to
only 4
Zimbabwe
kilometers
and
apart.
Botswana,
They're close neighbors, and it's a fact. It's
Namibia,
also important that Alaska has to do with our common heritage, common history between Russia and the US, and many common events have to do with that
and
territory. Still, there is tremendous cultural heritage back from the Russian America. For example, Orthodox churches.
they demolished Zimbabwe, completely obliterate Mozambique,
During the Second World War, it was here in Alaska that was the origin of the legendary air bridge.
completely obliterate Botswana, and completely obliterate Namibia. So, there goes a bunch of nations.
Emptiness of ice. However, the pilots of both countries did everything to bring close to the victory. They risked their lives and they gave it all for the common victory. I was just in the city of Magadan in Russia. There is a memorial there dedicated to the Russian
And pretty
US.
much for this video, and pretty much that will be the end of this video after
There is
that
such a
video.
memorial. There is a military burial place several kilometers away from here.
Okay, let's see who wins. Botswana.
Pilots that buried there who died in that.
So this is honestly some huge empires we have here. Only 169 nations. Many died to the giant threat. But pretty much the last event of this video will be a giant union outside of Africa to defend from the colonizers. A union will be formed known as the African Union. African Union is a huge union. It will be to protect the liberty of every single nation there. They just want to survive.
Lowest point since the Cold War. I think that's not benefiting our
They
country.
just want to live.
It is apparent that sooner or later we have to amend the situation to move on from the confrontation to
No, I mean I just destroyed Saudi.
between the heads of state.
Let's pretend that Saudi Arabia just joined because they don't want
Serious and painstaking work,
to.
and this will
That's pretty much what's happening.
Trump had very good
I
direct
do
contact.
know I
It was
cannot.
spoken multiple times. It was spoke frankly on the
So,
phone.
yeah.
And especially
Yes,
on
it's
board,
bigger than
all
the
president,
entire
Mr. Luka,
US.
traveled out to Russia
But
several times.
until the US expands some more,
Advisors and
which
heads of
they will
foreign
do.
ministries,
Guinea,
kept in
which
touch
is owned
all
by
the
the
time.
US.
And you know, fully
Sierra
well,
Leone,
one of the central
owned by the
issues
US.
was the
Guinea-Bissau,
situation
owned
in
by
Ukraine.
the
We see the
US.
struggle
And
of the
Liberia is owned by the US.
administration and
So boom.
President Trump personally to help facilitate
The
a
African Union is formed.
and his strive to get to the
No.
precious
African Union.
in Ukraine has to do with fundamental threats to our security.
Oh, not an M, an N.
The Ukrainian
What was I thinking?
said it multiple
So
times.
Africa,
Power strategy
pretty
has
small,
failed in this condition.
pretty
The same
small
roots,
amount of countries.
everything that's happening is a tragedy for us. And
It's
terrorism
this map now.
is sincerely interested
Yeah,
in putting an end
this
to it.
is so
At the same
colorful.
time, we're convinced
Let's look at a blank map now.
that settlement
This is a blank map of this world.
we need to eliminate
No,
all
we're
the
not.
primary roots.
So if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. And a bye.